Hello everybody, Natty Nana Des. How's everybody doing today? I had the best full night's sleep I've had since this fiasco started. As you can see, we're not worse for wear. We got a nice deck up there. I'm sitting in front of a fire pit. So yeah, could be a lot worse. Very fortunate and just counting my lucky stars, just saying. Before I get into this, I'm going to talk about who Trump's thinking of putting on his transition team. So before I do that, if you're new to the channel, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and if you like your family and friends, share this with them. Better yet, if you don't like your family and friends, share it with them anyway. They might learn something. And maybe you might have to resubscribe, I'm not sure. I've had to twice today on 2 different channels that I watch. So anyway, here it goes. So on Trump's social media there, he had a post there today, and it had JFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Vivek Ramaswamy, Elon Musk, JD Vance, and himself all dressed up as superheroes, like an action play card type thing, like a meme or whatever, on his Lie Inferno station there. So he's gearing up for what I think is going to happen next. Now, Tulsi, she ran as a Democrat, remember that? And she ran on her service record and her all the good stuff she did while she was in the military. So she ran on that, and of course, Democrats love service people and want to help their families and stuff, so she got in. But she wasn't there very long, because apparently she loves Russian propaganda. I'm just going to put my feet on this mic. She likes Russian propaganda, so she stayed in long enough to find enough stuff and information, and when she got what she thought was enough, she decided to turn tail, and she took her and her oath and gave it hand over fist to MAGA and the Mango Moose Knuckle. That's how much loyalty she has to anything. She talks about how loyal she is to the military. I don't think so anymore. I think she garbaged that a long time ago. She will be part of the transition team. Yeah, please hold your breath, Tulsi. Please, for Nana, just hold it for a while. Now, the next person on the list is JFK, or RFK Jr. rather. Now, RFK Jr., Trump went from calling him Jr. to Bobby. I like Bobby, right? He loves Bobby. So Trump is thinking about giving him a cabinet position. Now, wouldn't it be something if he decided to give him a job similar to what Dr. Fauci had? Without the conspiracy theories and all the friggin' bullshit he's going on about. Can you imagine putting him in charge of something like that? Like, you know, the way things are going right now with measles, whooping cough, polio. Yeah, because you know them MAGAs, they don't like vaccine mandates. They'd rather their kids die of all this stuff and be crippled for life. Can't have a mandate for vaccines. Have you ever seen a kid go through whooping cough? I have. Not pretty. Ever seen anybody have red measles? I did when I was 6. I was cordoned off in a dark room for 14 days until the spots started to break, because I could have gone blind, could have been sterile. Yeah, it's not a nice thing. And I had them really bad. Had to wear dark glasses if I wanted to go to the bathroom, because I couldn't have any light in my eyes. That's why my room was dark, because of blindness. You had to protect your eyes. So anyway, yeah, let's put him in charge of something real fun like that, right? Because, after all, remember, MAGAs don't like vaccine mandates. Maybe I didn't sleep long enough. So him and Tulsi Gabbard are going to be co-chairs on the transition team, where they get to decide policy and who's going to carry it out. Are you just a little bit shook? I know I am. So, and Vivek now, I wonder if JD Vance named his little boy after him. I think he probably might have, right? He's such an ass kisser and likes money. Vivek's estimated value right now is $940 million. Could have been a lot worse, though, or a lot better, because he could have had over $3 billion. That's what his company was worth when he decided to go into the Alzheimer drug business. Yeah, he bought a drug where 3 big companies had turned it down because it didn't work. But his mama, she's a geriatric psychiatrist, and she goes, yeah, this'll work. So he bought that drug and proceeded to try and put it on the market anyway, and it didn't work and it wouldn't have helped anybody. But did he give a shit? No, because he got all the money, and that's all he cares about. So yeah. Then there's a guy called Paul Dans. Like, this is just an aside. He's not on the superhero card, but he's important in all of this because Paul Dans is a former Trump official who, in the last couple months of Trump's regime, helped purge government officials who were deemed not sufficiently loyal to the mango moose knuckle. That's what's coming down the pike. Now, Paul Dans was also the director of Project 2025 and was a huge part of the blueprint to seize partisan control of the federal government. He could be the next chief of staff. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Now, next we have the weirdo factor increasing. J.D. Vance thinks women without kids are too psychotic. So I was thinking to myself, seeing as he likes to dress as a woman, and they think it's all woke bullshit. So if he likes to dress like a woman, maybe he thinks because he can't have kids, because he only dresses like a woman, that maybe he's psychotic. I don't think it has anything to do with the dress, JD. Just saying. But anyway, that's my deduction. I think you're psychotic and not fit for government. You never held a real job in your life. You were given everything. Peter Thiel, your millionaire gay friend, or billionaire gay friend, made sure you got jobs you couldn't keep, so they decided to throw you in government. Then you'd never have to work and you'd still get a salary. The kids wouldn't starve, that's for sure. But your wife's a good lawyer. Maybe she could support you, just saying. So, and you can't seem to carry on a conversation with people at a donut shop. And if you ask me, I think he's even more weird than Ron DeSatan. Just saying. And he's obsessed with Project 2025, and he can't wait to wield that agenda. He just can't wait. Because Trump only listens to the last person he talked with. So J.D. Vance is going to be tethered to him like a bad rash. Well, he is a bad rash. Now, Elon, apartheid boy. I bet you he wishes he could get that happening in the United States. Just saying. And he will do his damnedest to make sure it happens, starting with the deportation and purge of brown people. Right? Elon's Twitter, now X, their investors have lost billions of dollars because Musk relied on investors to buy Twitter. And Elon turned it into X, which I don't think was part of the deal back then. And since 2022, Elon and his investors have lost well over $24 billion with a big B, billion dollars in profit because he rolled back regulations, allowed racism, bigotry, homophobia, lies, conspiracy theories, and ultra-right-wing propaganda to be featured on his site and not taken down, and advertisers are fleeing in droves. And if that wasn't big enough, a Brazilian judge ordered the suspension of X in Brazil. And he is making Elon's making most of his cars with the Chinese so he doesn't go bankrupt. He's right up Xi's alley, I guess. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, but in spite of all that shady shit that Elon's up to, right? And, well, you know, cutting off communications for Ukrainian soldiers and stuff like that. Remember that? Yeah, satellite communications. He cut all them off to Ukraine and just let Russia use them. Nice guy. But anyway, in spite of all that shady shit, Trump is thinking of putting this weirdo in charge of auditing every U.S. agency in the grand old United States of America. So if that doesn't have you a little on edge, I got some more for you later. Naughty Nana loves you. Be good, be safe, and please take care of you first so you can take care of somebody else. I'm doing my damnedest up here in Canada, And so appreciate, got some more offers to go to some fabulous places and live for a while. Oh my Lord, it's so awesome. I appreciate each and every, but I've got to stay here and take care of the mess I'm in up here. Just saying. It'll be over before I know it, but going through it is going through it. You just got to do it. One step at a time, one breath at a time. Thanks for tuning in. I love you so much. Don't forget, be good to you first. Mwah. Ooh, I love you so much. I do. And the support and everything. I love you all.